recall it, but there's a lot of tech that we can understand from Rust. I mean, we know how Rust is going to play, but when we see two Serpent hunters, we never get to see anything like that. So 3, 2, 1, go!
Boom! Out goes that, and the crowd favorite seems to be Rust, as we are going to see Faraday eating the frostpot right off the bat. Goes for it there. Is going to pressure immediately. Faraday's an incredible PSGS player, an incredible one. Been grinding that setup for as long as I can remember. And here he goes for the pressure. Not quite able to connect. I will get closer so we get a better view. In it comes. We're seeing this neutral again. The punish there of the flask. Very nicely done there on the side of Faraday.
Faraday understanding their spacing.
Ooh.
Rust already feeling that. This is a more. I'm not going to say a tournament legal, but this is definitely more of a familiar background to a lot of players here, seeing the PSSS and the PSGS combo.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
we've never seen somebody be so big brained as to use two Serpent hunters. So there might be some tech we've never seen before.
I actually don't believe.
Rare weapon.
Weirdly enough, I don't actually think there is anything funny you can do with it outside of some old swaps that I believe some of them have been removed. So this is, yeah, KJL has it on the money there. It's a very honest match. Oh, well, speaking of honesty, the HTS there comes out with the Raptors of the Mist. Faraday going to eat that one. They're going to eat that again. Faraday almost put away there in that exchange. We are going to see. Wait, did he just Estus?
Might have been the flask. I can't tell.
Maybe.
I couldn't see that.
Oh, it's
right
the
in
tier.
corner.
Yeah, but he went for the tier.
Yeah,
That's actually the
yeah.
play there. Okay, fair enough. Whew.
Yeah, double tier, double half health tier, which that's old invader tech. But nice to see it here.
Goes for the jump in there. Is going to be. Oh, Faraday is very low. The Raptors comes out, but it's not enough, and that's going to be a Rust bucket. The newcomer to the comp scene.
To quote Russ, oh yes, it was such a good thing to buff the crouching R1 of the thrusting swords. And there you have it. Absolute domination from some very skilled. 3, 2, 1, go!
Boom! Out it comes in this very honest match here. Although the honesty from Faraday has left us, as we are going to see the dual pikes coming out. We may see a little bit of... Oh.
Faraday trying to scope out their opponent.
He's looking for some solid leads, and he goes for it again. What is he looking for?
I think he's trying to zoom in on that jawline to see if he can find a weakness. I'm not sure he can, but we'll have to see. Going for a third scope out.
Are we seeing a little bit? Is this a little bit of BM, or are we trying to do some tech that I'm unaware of? We are, of course, going to see the Bodikins coming in clutch here in this one. As we see Rust confidently going there for the... he's looking for an opening. He's looking real close is what he's doing. And that's going to be Rust taking a little bit of damage, but the Bodikins is going to come in clutch. Out it comes once again. Faraday going for the scope out of his opponent. Again.
Faraday is currently trying to pull tech from Dark Souls 2 with a Bino glitch, and it doesn't seem to be working. I think that might have been patched out some time ago, but we'll see.
He actually spaced it out with his backstep into the R1. It actually went around the hitbox in that one. Rust is trying to style in his opponent here.
Rust has very little respect for the scope out. His weakness has still not been found, and Rust is just thinking, you want to BM me? I'm going to BM you. And then here comes that beautiful, beautiful Great Knight Sword. And you just have to look at that all day. But the Shunter has come out. But the Shunter does have weaknesses. And
the backstab grab is tragic.
That was very bad for Faraday.
Oh, he's kicking himself there. Should have gone for the L2.
Should have done it. Should have done it. But there it was.
Oh, are we gonna
that
see
phalanx coming out on that heavy thrusting sword?
I
gotta be honest with you. That's now I'm not entirely sure if that was the purpose there, but I do know that some players will intentionally guard so they don't pivot lock themselves, and that is one of the reasons you want to watch out from doing that, because that guard break is brutal at these levels where the damage ignores your defense entirely. So just enjoy that.
Tragical. Oh my god.
Man, it's nuts. That is a nuts feeling.
I'm not sure guard break jump into riposte. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Was there some funny? Was he attempting the void tech there? This is why that he hit the ground and the other hit actually registered. Was that what was going on there? I wonder. DS3
It
player
could
syndrome
have.
when two-handing an ER. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to guess happened there.
It happened to my fights with JM, who was a semi-experienced Dark Souls 3 player, and I think it's happening here. Be cautious with your guards.
Hmm.
Be very, very cautious.
I know it's happened to me from time. Very rarely will I actually use two-handed setups. That's just a personal thing of mine.
Anywho, three, two, one, go.
Boom! Out goes the bolt here. We are going to see the frostbot attempt there on the side of Rust. Does go for it. Faraday isn't messing around though, as we do see the two-handed gugs go out. A lot of free aims here are not quite being able to make it, as we do see now. Oh, what's going on here? Can he not
That was
hit it?
that was an interesting one.
That was interesting. We may have to call this match early. That's going to be the curious thing here. We'll see now if he's able to actually... Oh, he is able to hit him. Okay, well, there you
there's a
go.
little
That was
damage
just
there.
really good spacing then on the side of Faraday. The spacing glitch coming out clutch in that exchange. Can't believe it. Oh my god, 1,375!
Those broadswords do not care about the life that you have lived, and they are going to
Oh
end
my
it as quickly
god.
as possible. Rust taking that down and porting back to his world. I'm sure in some Discord call, everybody is just a hooting and a hollering and having a good time, which is what these are for.
You mean
Faraday
it's not for
is on
falling
the
out with your
ropes.
friends?
Oh, definitely not. I'm sure you'll be having a conversation with Faraday later about it. Just what this scene has turned into, and it is amazing how quickly they get ready. Shout outs to the players for understanding what they're supposed to do. You
Yeah.
guys are the real ones. Three, two, one, go.
Boom! Out goes the bolt there, and yeah, timely manner. Really, really appreciated as we do see the shunter coming in. Clutch here going to try and force away that power stance straight swords. I'm not actually sure how this matchup works, so to speak, but I do know that Bodekin's Blessing is definitely working. It's doing an awful lot of the work here in these exchanges. He's able to tank a full the crouch R1 on the side of the shunter.
And that's the power of Endure, and behind that, all that damage that Endure can, well, frankly, face tank and not give a shit. You've got two swords that are just going to absolutely melt that health bar if you make that mistake, and we're looking at it.
Tanking.
I didn't see it before. I know Faraday was doing it, but the one of the Colossal Sword buffs, I don't know if
Grafted, I believe, is the one you were talking about.
yeah, grafted. The Game of Thrones sword definitely had it. He definitely had an involvement with his game for sure, 100%. And nobody just forgot about that a year later. The grafted sword buff that we have all been seeing lately in the arena. I know Faraday is using it. I did not see if Rust was using it. I know Rust is on the Endure, and I'm not sure if those stack or override each other. That's information I don't have. That maybe Rust or Amir does. Oh, and then the follow-up says no.
That's the. This is one of the reasons why I wasn't so certain we were actually going to see the flask come out. Because look at it this way, like, if you choose to not drink your flask at the beginning, you're losing out on an awful lot of guaranteed things that can happen.
Halfway through the fight, you can do it, but you always have to remember somebody's coming at you at that spawn, and you've got 3 seconds of staring awkwardly before you get hit. Are the players set up?
The torch is ready on the side of Faraday. We're seeing the embers burning in the corner here versus the rusty bucket.
Can the light pierce the darkness that is that scoreboard? All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
And shout out to all 3 people who got that reference. GG though. We actually seen a hammer. That's incredible. I don't believe it. The torch is out in force. What on earth is going to happen here? What is the play?
The play seems to be disrespect, and I'm all here for it.
A little bit of BM?
A little bit of BM to get in your opponent's head, let them know that you're not taking this very seriously, and that they are, in fact, a sweaty, smelly nerd who needs to reconsider their life for playing the game. It is the ultimate, John, and I am for it. Ooh!
Oh my god!
The explosion. Unfortunately, no, I'm not making that joke. Unfortunately, the strategy of self-destruction was not going to work out there. But if it had, it would have been a Giga Chad moment.
That would have been very funny. GG's.
What a fun tournament that we are seeing here today. I am sure it will be talked about for at least 4 seconds. And that is all we can ask for. Thank
Before
you.
being
I appreciate that.
immediately forgotten again. Yeah, like all things are.
Faraday brought a lot to the table today. We saw one of the most honest setups, 100% with that double shunter. Um, Definitely procured legally and 100%. Faraday had a strategy before coming in here that apparently on our arbitrary rule set was just destroyed. So Faraday had to get through that. Um, and Rust came out. Rust came out today and said, "I know you're a big name. I know there's a lot of eyes on me right now, but I can handle that. I've looked at the frame data. I can actually read and implement it, unlike all the other people attempting to do so. And I'm going to show you that. And I'm happy for Rust. I
That
really am.
was really impressive, and for someone coming in, against an experienced ladder player, even under whatever on earth this rule set is, absolutely fantastic stuff. And not guard broken, and I was trying to perfect block the HTS and not got guard broken and instant riposts.